Hi there, it's Aimon here. Just a quick note for this month's show. There was a bit of a stuff up with the recording, so we didn't have the desk recording, so I've had to take all the audio from all the cameras that are placed around the room, and it sounds alright. It's definitely listenable, but mostly you got to contend with the noisy audience. I don't know why the audience was so restless this month, and yeah, so you can still hear the show, and look, maybe there was too many people on stage and maybe a couple of too many beers on stage too. It was a bit chaotic, but there's definitely some great moments in there. So hopefully you can still listen to it and enjoy it. I'd probably recommend watching it over just listening to it. What was up with that audience? Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and I hopefully see you at a show.
Welcome to the Trippers.
Bye.
It's not on your rider. To the stage, the Wizard of Oz Rock himself, Mr. Aimon Clark.
Oh, I like that, Simi. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for braving the traffic, everyone. How's it going? Make some noise. Do we have any newbies here tonight? Make some noise if this is your first time with us. Welcome. Well, it's all a bit of fun. It's like a live version of a panel show. We've got a bunch of special guests up here. We're going to hear some stories. There's a dog for some reason. We're going to hear some stories, play some games, have a little bit of fun. We've got even more special guests than usual. And you guys get to play along and win prizes too. Now, the questions, they're not too tricky, but they are quite diverse. So if you look around the room, you see there's all sorts of people here tonight, all different ages, from all different interests. They're all very, very sexy, but from all different walks of life. So I've tried to write it so that everyone has their light bulb moment, everybody gets their chance to be a star. So if your team's not super diverse, you might struggle a bit on some questions, but it's not about the trivia, it's all about coming here, having a bit of a silly time, surrounded by sexy people. That's what I'm here for. So, it doesn't matter how involved you get, how competitive you are, as long as you care about which side of the room you're on. So the room is divided in half. This side over here is linked to Team Patience on stage. That was good. This side over here is linked to Team Jeremy on stage. That's better. They're playing against each other. They're not playing against you. Whichever side wins, their side of the room gets 3 extra points on their score, which sometimes makes a difference. Sometimes it doesn't. It's interesting. So you want to show them some love, show them some support. You are linked to them, whether you like it or not. Over here, it's our one-man band, our musical genius, Simi Lacroix. Please give it up for Simi, everyone. Say hello to him.
Thank you.
I'm gonna play this little song. Thank you, Simi. That was
You're welcome.
not bad. All right, let's meet our panel. I'll just ask for your polite attention while we meet our panel. There's a lot of them tonight. Then we'll get into the trivia and get a bit silly and have some fun. So over here, it's our regular team captain, Ray of Sunshine. It's one of the best performers in the country. It's Patience Hodgson.
Hello. That's right.
How you doing, Patience?
Good. New Patience Hodgson.
Well, I've actually noticed that recently. Sometimes you say Hodgson and sometimes you say Hodgson. Which one is correct?
That's right. Well, they're kind of like both correct. I have this memory of being like, my parents used to have this L-shaped couch, and then one day I said, so the G in our last name is silent, right? And then I remember my dad was facing this direction and he went, and then my mum was like in the other direction. She was like, which is very confusing.
What's it got to do with the couch?
Yeah. Well, just they were looking in different directions.
An L, wouldn't it?
It was what they were just. They had different horizons. And
She's a master storyteller. She's setting the scene. Thank you.
but I prefer Hodgson. It's like cleaner. I like it. You know, Hodgson. The silent G, also very unique, interesting. Who has a G that's silent in the middle of a name. Who knows?
Yeah, lasagna, for example. But you use pay hottie all the time as well.
I do,
Anyway.
yeah. I'm all about the pay hotties because it's all that sounds so much better. You want the pay hottie. You want the pay hottie. You don't want pay hodgy.
Did you just give away your personal email? I just make a note to cut that out of the podcast.
.com.
Everyone's pay hodgy.
You're going to get a lot of dick pill emails coming up. Please give it up for Patience, everyone. Next up, it's a guest everyone here is so incredibly excited for. It's the front man of You and I, the Twin Set, and now the Hard-Ons, Australian music legend, the specimen himself, Tim Rogers. Welcome. How you going, Tim?
I'm exceptionally well, thank you. I don't have a silent G in my name, but I have silent resentment in my mien, which it just takes all day to beat out of myself. So Sarah and I have been walking through Fortitude Valley this afternoon.
Walking the streets, trying to familiarise ourselves with the neighbourhood.
Just
We don't live here.
beating out that inner demon, and now that inner demon has turned into a small dog. Upon entering this beautiful establishment,
Our demon child.
my mien and my everything has
Todd.
turned into a small.
He's cool. His name is Cool Todd, by the way. Just so you know,
Cool
he has
Todd,
a
the
name.
demon child.
Well, on Saturday night, you're going to be in the Valley at the Fortitude Music Hall performing The Who's Tommy. Some people coming along to that? No, there's that.
Is anyone coming to it? Wait, is there anyone
Tickets are available. Tickets are available. We're also performing a few more Who songs other than Tommy, which is
You
a
guys
quite
gotta come to
obscure
our
album.
show. You're missing out.
What inspired you to do that, Tim?
I'll try and make this quick. The original idea was came through Kate Blanchett and Andrew Upton at the Sydney Theatre Company. I was doing an audition for the Sydney Theatre Company 14 years ago for a Gabriel Garcia Lorca play, and Blanchett and Upton asked me to have a meeting with them, and you don't say no to those people. And they said, we want to talk to you about developing a musical. And so I prepared a précis about this short story called Les Enfants Terribles by Jean Cocteau. And I flew up to Sydney, presented that to them, and they listened and were wonderful. And after half an hour, they said, that's really great, Tim, thanks for that, but we want you to do Tommy. And I was a little crestfallen because...
They could have said that in the initial email, save you the time as well.
Sarah's now my manager, by the way. But I was
He's
a
a
little...
busy man.
Because of the whole physicality thing with the way I play guitar, being associated with The Who was a bit much. So I was disappointed. But then recently we got approached by a touring company, which seems to be the way Hayley, Sarah, Patience, John, myself have a similar thing, being a musician. It's not a struggle, it's an existential struggle, but just to try and make a living and mix it with our day jobs is kind of difficult. So we needed to be bankrolled by someone essentially. So we kind of sold out and said yes. And
I thought you said you were going to give the short version of this.
Also, if this is your version of selling out, it's pretty rock and roll and obscure.
Fucking bring it on, let's sell out every day, yeah!
And whilst Sarah selling out and playing a record that I love by a band that I love, and I got contacted by the guitarist of aforementioned band today, I decided to ask two friends of mine to play this beautiful record who were two of my favourite singers in the universe, and they thankfully said yes. And with that, we'll introduce our next guest.
Wow, our next guest is, you know her from her solo work and fronting the Jezebels. We had her on the show in Melbourne a few months ago. Couldn't wait to have her back. Please welcome Hayley Mary. The first time on the show in Brisbane.
I have a silent G spot. That's all I got.
Your team name is now Silent G Spot. I don't know that. So you'll be back at the Fort a little later this year with Tim Finn. That's a bit of fun.
Oh, right, yes. A shout.
Yeah. Do you prefer touring as a solo artist or as a band, Isabel?
Well, I will have a partial band. It's always changing. No, I like it all. I like touring. I like the shitty parts of touring as well, like truck stops and airports and lack of sleep. I actually was made for this shit, basically. The stage is fun, but, you know, I just like it all.
Wandering around backstage, that's really fun.
And
Only when you're there, darling.
what would you say is your personal email address?
gspot@secret.me.
Please give it up for Hayley Mary, everyone. We're so stoked to have her. And down the end, it's a little rapscallion with a dog. She's just kind of come on to have a bit of fun. It's Sarah McLeod for the Superjesus.
I live around the corner, and my buddies were to a trivia night, so I just thought I would come out and hang out. I have no official role here whatsoever, except for dog minder.
Yeah.
And telling me when I have lipstick on my teeth, if that's alright.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. And you want me to shine a light on you when you want to change your clothes?
No,
You
yeah.
got costume changes tonight?
No,
Sarah, you've got a...
What do you want,
I
Aiden?
just wanted to ask you about the Superjesus album coming out the end of the year.
That's true,
Yeah. It's 20 years between albums, right?
Hey, fuck off.
Oh, sorry.
Just because you do this once a month, we're not all regular. Hey, good songs take time.
They do.
Anyway, yeah, so the masterpiece is coming.
Please give it up for Sarah McLeod. So excited to have her. On this side...
By the way, this is Todd.
Oh, and Todd too.
This is Patience's dog.
Give it up for Todd and everyone too.
Yeah, they were going to take Todd home. Patience's boyfriend is staying here to take Todd home. And I was like, no, Todd can be part of the show. Can you all give a round of applause and welcome Todd?
Sarah, we've got some other people to meet.
Wait, give a round of applause for Todd, please. Give it up.
Okay, over here, it's the nicest man in music. When he's not playing shows, he's in hospitals cheering up sick kids. Yes, that is literally his day job. It's Jeremy Neale.
Hey buddies, good to be here, good to be back. You know what's cool about us? Other game shows focus just exclusively on quality, but we're about quantity too, aren't we? Look at all the guests tonight, it's good. We're not going to rip you off, and that is testament to the prizes on offer tonight too. So as you know, the second last prize is named after me, the Jeremy Neale prize for trying your best, but you don't succeed. Me and Chris Martin named that one together. But tonight, obviously you're walking away with the Jeremy Neale prize pack. That's a cool one in second last prize. But also, the only acceptable, non-cancelled version of Smooth Criminal on CD single by Alien Ant Farm.
Wow, oh my god. New metal is back. Please give it up for Jeremy Neale, everyone.
Hey buddies, good to be here.
Next up is one of our favourite regular guests. You know her from the Hearsay podcast and her work in Second as well as her solo music. It's Seja Vogel. Please welcome Seja.
Good potato has a chick.
Yeah, oh yeah. You got a new album coming out soon as well.
I do. It's out on the 4th of August, which is very soon.
It's
called Here Is One I Know You Know.
And you had someone quite interesting play percussion on it too.
Yes, I've got my good friend Fred Armisen is playing octobands. Do you know what octobands are?
Well, only because you sent me a video of it. This is Fred Armisen. He's not in shot, so I've superimposed him in. There you go. Wow.
So apparently octobands are famously used by Stuart Copeland. And apparently Fred went on a bike ride with Stuart Copeland. I'm just trying to name drop more than Tim. And he...
Give it a try. I know Seja
he decided to buy some octobands, and then he sent me he's like, check out what I bought, and he sent me a file, and I wrote a song around it.
Weird, how random.
Yeah, super random, super fun.
I can't wait to hear it. Please give it up for Seja, everyone. Next up from the widely successful Therapy Gecko podcast, he sold out a show at the Triffid earlier this week. I'm so stoked and excited that he stuck around Brisbane and he's with us tonight. It's the Karma Chameleon himself, Lyle Forever!
How's it going, man?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good. This is the largest invasion of Queensland by a green creature since the cane toads.
Yeah.
I came prepared with a local reference. I ran it by the sound guys in the back, and they told me that when the cane toads were here, people would like relieve stress by hitting them with golf clubs. And so inspired by that, in the name of therapy, my gift to you Australians, I'm gonna let everybody here beat the shit out of me after the show.
So I've got a clip from your show. I hope you don't mind me playing this, just for anyone unfamiliar. This is what it's a bit like.
See Cocaine Bear, and it's boring as all shit, so I leave the movie. I go into the bathroom, and someone's at the urinal, and we hook up in the bathroom. He walked into the stall. I walked in behind him, and he dropped his pants, and I started giving him a blowjob. So I cheated on my girlfriend. She is currently sitting next to me. What's up, man?
Have you been here the entire time?
Yeah.
Has this completely turned you off the idea of ever seeing the movie Cocaine Bear?
I actually watched the movie, and I loved it. It was freaking cool. It makes you want to go suck a dick.
It's just people calling in with their problems.
Yeah, people call in to talk. I was gonna say not everyone wants to call in to talk about a crazy sex thing, but there is a lot of them. Yeah, man, people call in to talk to me about like stuff going on with them in their lives and times that they gave blowjobs in the movie theater, and it's really fun. And I'm here in Australia. I did a tour of live shows. I went to Perth and Brisbane and Adelaide and Sydney and Melbourne, and it was awesome. I had a good time.
And how much of people's problems were based on them seeing Cocaine Bear?
Just that one guy. Now, I just want to say, I have been talking to a lot of people, like getting their opinions on Americans while I've been here, and I have people around Australia. A lot of them think that Americans are uneducated, and I am here tonight at this trivia night to prove them all right.
Please give it up for Lyle forever. Therapy, Gecko. It's so nice to have him. And lastly, it's one of our favourites, the bassist from Powderfinger and the Predators. Even more impressively, he's the director of the two best venues in the country, the Trippet and the Fortitude Musical. It's JC.
Thank you, guys. It's great to be back here, Aimon. Thanks, buddy. I feel like a bit of a tough man sometimes, but it's good. Just quickly, a fun fact about the cane toads. If you lick a cane toad, you get hallucinogenic. So if you drink Bundaberg rum, all the cane toads, vats go down the bottom, and that's why Bundaberg rum makes you crazy. It's perfect. That's a fun fact for you.
Cane toads are in it?
Yeah, cane toads, because it comes from the sugar cane. So that, anyway, that's a fun fact that it works, and I love Bundaberg rum. It's perfect. So I am sponsored by Bundaberg rum.
No, you're Jamison Black Barrel. Thank you very much.
Jamison's as well. Sorry.
You're celebrating 4 years of the Fortitude Musical tonight. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, we brought our team down here tonight for the celebrations, and I was saying 4 years feels like 10 years with what the industry went through, but we're still here, and we love what we do, and we're excited to continue and hopefully get better and better.
Please give it up for JC, everyone. We're so stoked to have him. All right. Here are the prizes tonight. First place gets 5 double passes to the Trippet. Second place gets a $100 voucher. Third place gets a $50 voucher. I've got a bunch of Green Beacon beers and Tanqueray and Jamison Black Barrel and Burger Urge burgers to give away. I've also got some vinyls too. I've got Hayley, Mary and UMI as well too to give away.
I didn't know there was any of those left.
Yeah, I got that.
Can I have them for you? I want them. Forget about these guys.
No.
Can I have them?
Well,
both of them.
You got
I'll give you a different prize later. I want them. Please, can I have them?
Let's see what your score is. It's the same rules as always. Obviously, no phones, no cheating. Spelling doesn't matter. No yelling out. And remember, circle Jeremy or Patience on your team answer sheet right now, please. So, Jeremy or Patience on your answer sheet. Some shout out to team names I saw. We had Tune Rats. We had E equals MC Hammer. I liked that. The Violent Flems. That was pretty good. Surreal. Clue Am I. That was pretty good. For my Tim Roger Over. I don't quite get it. Like Roger Over. The Jolly Rogers as well too, and the Foo Fighting Fish. I just like that too. We've got a bunch of specials on tonight too. We've got some cocktails. The Baby I've Got Julep on my mind. The Bramblin Chair Berlin, she was the best I could do. And $7 green beacons too. Let's get into it. It's time for round one.
Not on your rider.
Thank you, Simi. All right, question one. What is the animal-themed name for a catchy song that runs continually through a person's mind? What is the animal-themed name for a catchy song that runs continually through a person's mind? All right, question two. Question two. According to Run DMC, how difficult is it to rock a rhyme and make it right on time? All right, question three. It's going to be 4 answers for 4 points. I need you to identify the guests on stage from their little facts about them. So I'm going to give you 4 little facts, match it to the person on stage. So A, they grew up in Byron Bay and supported Imagine Dragons. Don't give it away if you're on stage. B, played on the David Letterman show. C, had dinner with Diana Ross. And D, recently had an awkward call with Bernard Fanning. It could actually be a couple of people, but yeah, no. I'll give you a clue. It's probably not the guest that I announced earlier today as well. But this is 3 answers for 3 points. On the 2-disc edition of the Rolling Stones Greatest Hits compilation, Grrr, what are the 3 songs with colours in their names that were written by the Stones? They're 3 big ones. 3 Rolling Stone songs with colours in their names. Next up is an audio question. I need you to identify the songs from the 8-bit versions. There's 4 of them for 4 points. I'll play them twice. Just the song titles is what I'm after. All right, here's the first one, 3. Question 6. According to the 1991 Crowded House song, what do you take with you everywhere you go? Alright, question 7 for 4 points. What are the 4 most sung about places in Europe? What are the 4 most sung about places in Europe? So there was a study that took every song that has been in the top 100 since the 60s, I think, and took out all the places. Number 1 was New York, I'm pretty sure. What are the European places? Question 8. Now, I don't expect you to know this, but you could have 2 guesses and get it, I reckon. So you and I have collaborated with both Young Henry's and Tamat River Brewing to release special beers. What were they both called? I'll give you a clue. One of them's an India Pale Ale. You can have a good guess. They're both puns on you and I. What are they? Alright, next up is an audio question. Our band leader Simi is going to do versions of 4 different songs for us. And we just need the song titles. 4 of them for 4 points. He's going to play them twice. Please take it over when you're ready, Simi. again. And question 10, last question for this round. You might not know this too, but I reckon you could figure it out. Which autobiography title is shared by Bruce Springsteen and Kathy Freeman? Autobiography title, Bruce Springsteen and Kathy Freeman. Is the end of round 1. So please swap your answer sheets over with the team nearby. Doesn't matter how many times you swap, as long as you don't have your own answer sheet in front of you, we'll go through and mark them together. Here come the answers. Patience. Yes. We'll start with you. Question 1. The animal theme's name for a catchy song is?
Actually, we're going to pronounce it in its traditional pronunciation.
It is derived from the German Earthworm.
Earthworm.
Oh.
Earworm.
Yeah, earworm, cool. Yeah, nailed it.
I thought you were going to say Hodgson.
Round 2. Question 2. According to Run DMC, Lyle, how difficult is it to rock around time?
Tricky.
Yes. It is tricky, of course. What's it like coming across the world and selling out venues for the first time?
It's cool, man. I didn't know I knew you guys had lizards here, but I don't have an ending to that. It's been sick.
What is the difference between American audiences compared to Australian ones?
Honestly, it's been pretty similar. You know, I will say, and I don't know if this is like how people feel, but America and Australia, things are pretty similar. I judge the how different a country is by how many special items are on their McDonald's menu, and not a lot on the Australian menu that's not on the American one.
There's the Broncos burger, but it's not made from horse. Don't be fooled like I was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the Denver Broncos burger.
I mean, I'd try a horse burger. That sounds good.
That's true. Have you been getting like
on?
Have you been getting people trying to tell you to do a shoey and stuff? I heard that the show's
Right, I did one. I did one. Somebody threw a shoe up on the stage, and people were joking around about a shoey, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And then my tour manager came out with a beer, and I was like, you motherfucker, you got. But it was pretty good. I'm still alive. Oh, no, I'm not doing another one.
It's a buoy. It's a buoy.
Oh, a buoy.
It's way different. Tastes sweeter.
A buoy. You'd be
this looks clean.
Yeah, you drink out of that. You'd be a shoe-tongue wizard, wouldn't you? All right. Question 3. I need you to identify the guests on stage who A, grew up in Byron Bay. Who could it be? It was Hayley.
Just to clarify something, actually that was technically no one because Imagine Dragons supported us.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Yeah, as they were blowing up, it was terrible, fucking terrible. Like, it was this tiny venues across America, and they were this nothing band that we booked. And then that song Radioactive blew up halfway through the tour. We just had all these fucking like jocks coming to the tour and going, play Radioactive during our set. Yeah. They were the support act, and we were like, oh my god, this is terrible, this is so bad. As they got big.
How did they fit all their big drums and stuff?
Actually, the singer's quite a diva. He punched a hole in our dressing room wall.
Really?
Yeah, wild, right? Who would have thunk? But he demanded that we moved our kit aside so that he could put his timpani or whatever it is and hit it once.
Wow.
So, big fan of that band, I am. Actually, I think their music sounds like bad sex, but I've never had that with my secret G-spot. So, you know, I'm just making it up.
I wouldn't know.
Lovely guys. Lovely guys.
Unless you mess with their drums. Played on the David Letterman show that was JC.
Yes, it was. Yeah, very interesting experience. It was the most coldest room we've ever been to. David Letterman wants it really cold, so his makeup doesn't run. So there's heaters above the musicians. It's freezing. It's like 15 degrees. We played in the afternoon, shitting myself. I wore double denim, all the Canadian tux for the special occasion.
Oh, nice.
Very proud of that. And afterwards, we went to dinner with the record company. Started ordering really nice wines because we just played Letterman show. We thought it was pretty cool, and or hogging it, I did anyway. And went to a bar later that night, playing cards against these Boston University guys. ended up losing all our money and was sitting on Letterman Live and they go, that's us here. And then afterwards I jumped in a cab, left my phone and wallet in the cab, so it was a really fucking excellent night.
Swings and roundabouts.
It was so massive.
Had dinner with Diana Ross. That was Tim Rogers.
Okay, so the story is...
Yes, please.
It was an era many think was mythical, but it was actually true. It was the year 1996. And we were playing in Detroit, and we played in a club to 10 people. Diana Ross up the road was playing to a stadium of 20,000 people. But for some reason we were booked into the same hotel, a beautiful hotel because the promoter liked us. And I was sat at the bar. My bandmates were either in the masturbatorium or on the glass barbecue or doing whatever rock bands do when they're not drinking. And in walked Diana Ross with her 3 friends. And we sat at the bar and she engaged me and said, "Hello, sir, what are you doing here?" And I said something like, "I'm from Austria." And we had a little chat and she finished her tequila sunrise, half her tequila sunrise, and she did a twirl and walked out the building. It was the most elegant entrance. I don't know where Diana was going. And it was one of those moments you think, do I follow her or not?
She was going away from you.
She was going away from me. But she was in post-performance mode. And you know, she didn't want to hear about a guy from Austria. And so I just shut up and just bathed in her glory.
Wow.
Did you compliment her earthworms?
No, but when I had dinner with Patti Smith, again, her guitarist, Lenny Kaye,
You got to get the names right when
put
you're
out a
dropping
bunch
them,
of
Tim.
great compilation records about psychedelic bands. And so, again, you just, as if you're dining or drinking or having a cup of tea with a stranger or with a friend, you just kind of appraise the situation very quickly and think, do they want to talk or not? And it was this night where we were at a Brisbane sushi bar, and yeah, Paddy was not really wanting to engage, and so we spoke to Lenny Kaye about his Nuggets compilations for hours and hours, and that's how you do it.
I feel like this is the one moment that I'll only ever be able to say that I also had dinner with, you know, the beautiful Patti Smith as well. And I feel like this, but how it happened was that we were both at a Christmas event.
Patti Smith.
Yeah, that's right. And there was like this buffet, and you've got a buffet of food all set up, and it was in New York City in this fucking townhouse in Manhattan, and it would have cost a bomb. And I was walking behind her while we were all putting food in our plates at this Christmas dinner, and my favourite thing is she just used her fingers. She didn't use the tongs. You know, like there's tongs there, and she didn't use a plate either. She just went like this. She's in front of me, she's just like, next bit. And then I was just behind her.
Are you sure that was Patti Smith?
Oh, just happy to take the scraps. Just, you know, food that's had her fingers in it. I think I'd forgotten that it happened.
Wow.
That's my one time I can say that story.
Should I order extra cleaners tomorrow for the name box on that table?
Yeah, no, jeez. And
it'll take a while.
recently had a call.
Sorry, Tim, it's awesome, mate.
Stick around, JC.
I'll do it myself.
Awkward call with Bernard Fanning was Seja. Well done, you picked up on that. What was the story behind that, quickly?
I'll try and be quick because it's a long story. But basically,
I was having dinner with Patti Smith.
I was having dinner with Diana Ross, and so Bernard and I, we were both writing songs for our new records, and we were texting a bunch about songwriting, and then I'm sure JC can attest to this, but he's very much a pick up the phone and talk kind of person rather than a text person, so he called me, and at the end of we talked for ages, and then at the end of the phone call he said, maybe we could swap some songs, listen to each other's songs, because it'd be nice to have a friendly ear, listen to them. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds really nice. And he said, yeah, I'd really like someone who doesn't live with me to listen to the songs. And I said, yeah, because I guess the people that live with you have to love the songs because they love you. And this is great because we don't love each other yet. And then he made a quick excuse. He was like, oh, I've got to go pick up the kids or something. And then I was just sitting there going,
that old one.
Fuck! And then I texted him going, lol, sorry, that was a really weird thing to say. And then he didn't text back for about 3 hours.
Oh my god.
But then he texted back and said, you're insane. He was like, you're so German, I think he said. And then he said, plus I already love you. So, and now we're best friends.
Oh good. So he wished you well in the end. Question for the Rolling Stones songs. Tim, did you know these?
What we've chosen was Painted Black.
Correct.
Which Hayley very astutely...
it's a tone, it's not a colour. Just saying. Oh, we put it down, so we get it right.
We also chose Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday's correct.
Brown Sugar.
Correct. That's the 3. It wasn't on that. It wasn't. Yeah, Ruby Tuesday's on.
We said Little Red Rooster.
It wasn't written by the Stones, I'm sorry.
That's where
Willie Dixon.
Identify the songs from the 8-bit versions we had yesterday, today, tonight, and tomorrow. Well done, we got those. Yesterday, today, tonight, tomorrow. JC, Crowded House question 6. What did you have?
What do we have? The weather.
The weather, of course. Yeah.
You had shit weather in Melbourne, yes.
You would have played a bunch with you and I over the years, right? You played the farewell concert with Crowded House, am I right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What was the reputation of each other's bands, of Me and My and Powderfinger?
We were still bridesmaids to You and My, and still are, in my opinion. Love you, Tim. My name drop is Tim Rogers, by the way. So yeah, look, that was 96, and we were just coming through. We'd been touring with You and I think we did our first show in Lismore in 95 at a little pub out the back, Tats pub. I remember that because I got punched in the head the night before with some guy, and Hoggy and I ended up in hospital.
His name was Bernard.
He was Bernard, yes. And Hoggy and I ended up in hospital because he had to get a tetanus shot because the guy bit him. And I had stitches in my face because we signed a record deal the night before.
That's what you get for coming to the south of the border.
That's right. That's what happens when you go just over that river, Tweed River. So yeah, that was memorable. We played that night with you and I. And then the great thing is, I was there. The band were there for Copy Later at Lansdowne. I'm not sure if you didn't know. We didn't know each other then, but for that album release, that was like it wasn't with Rusty then. It was with the old drummer. I remember that gig very well. Tim looked like Black Crows. He had no shoes on. This guy was cool. And then we got to play the launch of Sound as Ever, where they asked us to invite that show. So I can't remember the question. I was just rattling off shows that I just played with you and I love it.
For question 7, the foremost song about places in Europe. Hayley, what did you have?
Oh, we just went a little bit cliche, really. I think we said Pelly.
Okay.
Is it wrong? People don't sing about Paris?
Well, no, give me all of them.
London,
yeah.
Berlin, which is on the European continent still, even if they voted out of it politically.
We've got London, we've got Paris.
Berlin, Rome. And we did Paris, yeah.
Ibiza!
Fuck off!
Would you believe such a thing?
That's not singing, that's like robots going.
I know.
It's not the same.
It's like Rome, or like Berlin. That's pretty bad too.
Where is Ibiza?
Oh, it's like a little Spanish island, I think, where everyone pops pills.
You need to get into your dance music.
That must be what they're singing about.
Ecstasy.
Hayley, you've toured in Europe quite a bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Would you mind telling everyone your German tour story? And Lyle, I'd love to get your opinion on this.
Well, and Seja as well, really, because it's your people, isn't it? So we have two of the most interesting and memorable Jezebel fans. Were a couple that, man and woman, and they both had matching bald heads. And they used to come to every show and stand right at the front there, right in front of me. and the man would just do this to the woman's breast the whole show. And it was really fucking hard to not laugh and cry and sort of be sick. It was like, I remember the first time we noticed it, like this Sam, the guitarist, was like, I can't play. He was just having a freak out, and I was like, what's wrong? And he was just pointed, and I was like, oh my god. And they were just doing it, and then we realised they were following us everywhere, just doing this thing.
So every show
in Germany.
Was the breast out?
It was like up, you know, it was too much. No, so it wasn't quite like that, that's a bit far. Put it away. Let go. It was like this, you know, so it was getting flashes. And but they were dead serious. Stone cold German. Fucking psycho shit.
Checks out.
But it was just like, this is how you do a sex act. You know what I mean? It was like, okay.
We don't love each other yet.
Lyle, as a therapy gecko, how would you explain that?
When's your next concert?
Yeah. I had to quit, and I'm actually in therapy from that very event, trying to find my secret G spot yet again that I repressed ever since that day. Maybe you can help me out.
Yeah,
Lyle.
Yeah, you might need to see a real therapist for that.
Can't spell gecko without it.
So wait, I just need to know, was Karma Chameleon like a copyright issue? That's why you had to be the therapist.
Was Karma Chameleon a copyright issue? Well, how does that? Do we have an 8-bit version?
Well, calm, a chameleon would be like the therapy.
Well, I'm a gecko.
I know, but you know, all I'm saying is that it would have been.
You didn't have
a pun there that you could have.
You didn't have a choice in the matter.
There's no copyright. I got this from Amazon. Anyone can do this. So I have no legal claim to any animal creatures. It'd be weird if I did.
Not on your rider.
I don't have any claim to any animal creatures. Brewer Mine was the beer. And what was the other one? Tim, did you remember?
It was called UMIPA.
UMIPA is correct. Well done. That's this. The songs that we heard were The Chain, then it was Smile, The End, and Dream Catch Me was the last one. The Chain, Smile, The End. Hayley, did you spot the theme there?
Oh, they're all Jezebel song apart, so we didn't know the last one. Yeah, I'm very unoriginal in my naming of songs.
Songs written by you as well. Okay, and the autobiography of Bruce Springsteen and Kathy Freeman is Born to Run. Well done if you got that. Alright, that's the end of that round. Please mark your answer sheet, total up the top, give it back to the team it belongs to, double check, make sure it's marked correctly and added up correctly. Alana's going to come around and collect them. We're going to have a 5-minute break and get back into it soon. Alright, a bit of an update on scores. Team Patience is on 21 points.
That's okay.
Pretty good. Team Jeremy's on 21 points. It's tied. Anything can happen. Let's get into round 2. Question 11. According to Coldplay, what are the 2 things that lights will do? They mention it in one particular song. What are the 2 things that lights will do? Alright, question 12. This is for 4 points if you can do it. A, B, C, and D. I need you to put these artists in order of least to most self-titled studio albums. So, any part of the performer's first or last name in the title. We've got Elvis, Kylie Minogue, Slim Dusty, and Diana Ross. So A, least, D to most, and any part of the artist's name. If, like, for example, a very slim Halloween would count. I've got an extra little game for someone on stage to win some extra points for their team. I'll lead the tripper to choose the player for me, please. So tripper, please choose someone. Oh, is it going to be someone on stage? Is it Sarah? Is it Hayley? JC? hope it's not the Gecko. Oh, it's Tim Rogers. Oh, okay. Tim, this is a this or that round. I'm going to give you an album title. I need you to tell me, does it belong to The Who or not? Oh, you don't need to look up at the light too. I know it's like, it's all on the screen behind, sorry.
It just reminds me too much of prison.
Can we get rid of the scary prison light, please?
No, I need it. Give me the prison light.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Give me the prison light.
Sorry, give him the prison light, thank you. I'm going to give you...
No.
Memory... Oh, no, okay. I'm going to give you an album title. I need you to tell me, is it from The Who or not? Whose album? Who's next? The Who or not?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
1971, including first track, Baba O'Reilly.
Who made Who?
No, that was AC/DC.
Correct. Oh my god. Who are you?
Yes, 1978, and the last record that the great Keith Moon played on.
Correct. Who you are?
No.
It's Jesse J.
Yes. I am familiar with Jesse J's work, and I was about to expound upon her career, but I am having a small conniption. Proceed with the questions.
Who loves you?
No.
Correct, it was Frankie Valli.
Yes, Frankie Valli and post Four Seasons.
Who let the dogs out?
No. However, we have had a dog on stage, and somebody, possibly Patience and Luke, let a dog out, so I'm having an existential crisis.
Well, in this case, it was the Baha Men. Who's last?
Yes! That was a live record by The Who, and it was played upon my school's PA system, the 20th school I went to, when our class broke up in 1886. I was in a class in Dublin with the great Oscar Wilde. The Who were not yet to be formed for another 80 years. But what is time and what is experience? And so Who's Last is a Who record.
And who let the dogs out? Who needs guitars anyway?
There is not a Who album title.
Alice DJ, correct. And Who Cares is the last one.
That is not an album by them Who.
It's Rex Orange County. 9 for 9. Well done. And some fun little facts in. He's ascended. Next up is an audio question. This is for 3 points. I need you to identify the songs from the black metal covers. Okay, so I've got black metal covers of 3 pop songs. Identify them for me. I'll play them twice. Here we go. Delight and disgust from the audience. All right, there they are again.
So tough, Aimon. That's
Really?
Oh, really tough.
Yeah. 3 of them for 3 points. This was kind of inspired. I've been trying to track down this guy for about 3 years. So Simi used to run karaoke at the Bright Side, and he filmed this one night. This death metal guy singing Barbie. Barbie. It's so funny. Please let me know if you know this guy. I think that's the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. If anyone knows that guy with a strange kind of rodent on his head, please let me know. Okay. Question 14. Which band did Joan Jett form in 1975? I was thinking about this since the beer question. Sarah, what do you think's the optimum amount of beers to have before a gig? I want to know everyone's answer too.
This depends on the artist. Everyone has their own insecurities about this. I reckon anywhere between 2 and 6.
Yeah, that's.
Is it acceptable?
I used to try and enforce the driving limit on people in the bands, but that's because we weren't very good musicians. We had to be legal to drive to rock.
That's a pretty good thing to instill in your entourage. Yeah, if you know what? Actually, when I did the theatre show, they did say to me, "You're not allowed to drink, but if you do drink, make sure that you can still drive, and then you're allowed to go on stage." Yeah, I think that's a thing. I've been told that before.
They've taken it from me.
Yeah, it's clearly come from you.
That sounds like the most
but in rock and roll,
tour of the world. So unfun.
we'll go, well, we'll just have 2. You sort of do a band bonding thing. You go, we're all drinking too much, let's pull it back. We'll all just have 2. But then the nips are getting big.
The nips are getting big.
Whoa, still 2. Hard to tell.
Do you feel the same way, Hayley?
For me, no beers before a show because you just burp, it's really bad at the diaphragm. So I can't drink beer before a show, but I can have whiskey.
Hey, alright.
She also sculls milk out the back.
I do not scull milk.
The milk of
is
human
also bad for the
kindness.
show.
The milk of
Does that come?
No, you said that, I didn't.
I just thought
That was the name of one of the black metal bands we heard earlier, the Milk of Human Kindness.
Okay, cool.
Question 15, it's an audio question. I need you to identify the artist from their song snippets. So I've cut together 4 different songs. Just give me the artist this time. All right, here we go. Bass. I played this a couple times, obviously, that was quite quick. I feel like this crowd needs a couple of beers, would you agree? I said I feel like the crowd needs some beers, would you agree? Alright, it's the spinning light round. So I'm going to come around to some teams and ask you a question. If you get it correct, you get a 4-pack of Green Beacon beers. So I'm going to give you 4 different things. Each of them I need you to tell me, is this a work by French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre or an album by Jamaican rapper Sean Paul? It's called Sean Paul Sartre. Okay. Oh yes, here we go, it's going off. Alright, Triffid, please choose me a team. Get busy, down here, okay. Alright. Jean-Paul Sartre or Sean Paul, the Jamaican rapper. Okay. The Age of Reason, is that a work by a philosopher or an album by a rapper? Jean-Paul? You nailed it, well done. Get busy, baby. Alright, please choose me another team to play. Who's it gonna be? Oh, yes. Oh, it's back. Oh, no, it's the empty table. Oh, it's mocking me.
What are we gonna do?
I think I should go over to this team who's been giving me vibes. Party vibes, okay.
They're vibing.
Yours is Dirty Hands. Dirty Hands, is that Jean-Paul or Sean Paul? Sean Paul? Oh, it's Jean-Paul. Oh, but you can have it anymore.
That table must be really dumb, man.
Alright, let's choose another one.
Really dumb. Okay. It's alright. That's my sisters and my housemates.
Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh, some vibes from over there. Oh, okay, down here. Okay, all right. Yours is stage 1. Philosopher or rapper? Rapper? You nailed it. Well done. Let's go on. Right. And last one for me, please. Oh, okay, back down the front. Okay. Yours is the chips are down.
I reckon these guys know what they're talking about because they're all wearing glasses. I said you, but they're smart. There's 3 smart people.
They don't have any chips too.
And then one moron with no glasses.
It's Sartre. You can have it anyway. All right, who wants some beers? Give me some vibes, quickly. Dancing. Give me some temperature. All right. Who wants it?
Existentialism is a form of philosophical inquiry that
There's a last two over there. Oh, sorry.
Existentialist philosophers explore questions
Who's got vibes for me, quickly? Someone's got beers to give away.
Existentialist
Can you give me some vibes? Can you give me some vibes? Come on. Come on. Can you turn it up a bit? Oh, go on, you go.
Existentialism is associated with several 19th and 20th century European philosophers who shared an emphasis on the human subject.
Simi, was that you reading the Wikipedia of existentialism?
It was, Aimon, yeah.
Thank you. Question 16. Okay, this is for 2 points. There's only ever been 3 number 1 songs in Australia with the F word in their titles. Can you give me 2 of them for 2 points? Songs that went to number 1 with fuck in the title. I didn't feel right to write it down. I've got another audio question for you. You can keep thinking about that. Just give me the songs. I just want the song titles. There's 4 of them for 4 points. Here we go. Here they are again.
Question 18. It was their only number 1 single. Which Ice House hit has a colourful name? It was their only number 1 single. Ice House hit with a colourful name.
Alright, I've got another stage spinning light round for someone on the stage to earn some extra points. Hopefully someone on this team. Shepard, choose one for me, please. When you're ready.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, who's it going to be? It's Seja. Oh my gosh. It's also kind of on New Therapy Gecko too, so if you want to jump in, feel free. It's a synth manufacturer or black metal band.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Burzum.
This is unreal. Black metal.
Yeah, correct. Quasi MIDI.
Black metal.
Sin!
Ah, fuck.
Equilibrium.
Black metal.
Black metal. Niflheim. Gecko, do you have any help there?
Sin.
I think this is a grocery store.
You want to go Sin?
I'm gonna go Sin.
It's a black metal band.
Oh, fuck.
Oberheim.
Sin.
Sin. Goat Lord.
I think that's a Sin.
No,
Oh, fuck.
the band.
Blowing it.
Goat whore.
That's a sin.
A synth? You think there's a synth called Goat Whore?
I'm joking. It's a black metal band.
Yeah, it's a black metal. Elka?
Definitely a sin.
Sin. And Gecko, I'll get you to the last one. Dutron.
Sin.
Going into the Dutron dance.
Go! Hey, everybody's doing the Dutron dance. I like that. Well done. Okay. Not as good as Tim, to be honest, but he came around.
It was a bit hard on us because Tim is doing the Who show.
That's true.
Come on, man.
That's true.
We're not doing the synth show.
She is. Maybe a black metal show. All right, question 19. Which band had their first big hit in Australia with the song Just Can't Get Enough? And question 20. Question 20. According to Dean Martin, what is it called when the stars make you drool just like pasta fazool? What is that called? What do you call that situation? Alrighty, that is the end of that round. So please swap your answer sheets. We'll go through and mark them together.
This little girlie, her hair was kind of curly.
Hey, alright.
That's JC.
Yeah.
I busted out. I had to leave it early.
Rundy JC over here. Okay, here come the answers. JC, well, I've got you. According to Coldplay, what are the two things that lights will do?
They will guide you home.
Guide you home?
Ignite your bones.
Guide you? You toured with Coldplay. I thought you know that.
Yeah, no, I had to check the spelling, that's all.
Okay, the artists in order of least to most self-titled albums. Okay. Well, Kylie's got 1998 Kylie Minogue, and then in 1994 she had Kylie Minogue 2, and then in 2015 it was Kylie Christmas. She's number one. Then, in 1960 we had Slim Dusty Sings, and it was an evening with Slim and Joy, just Slim with old friends, the Slim Dusty Family album 2, only 4. Slim Dusty's B. C. In 1970, there was Diana Ross. In 1973, Diana and Marvin. In 1976, it was Diana Ross again. In 1978, it was Ross. In 1980, she released Diana, and in 1983, she released Ross again. And then, in D, of course, Elvis Presley, Elvis Christmas album, Elvis is back, Elvis for everyone, from Elvis in Memphis, Elvis Country, Love Letters from Elvis, Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas, Elvis Now, Elvis from Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. So we had Kylie, Slim Dusty, Diana Ross, and then Elvis. Hayley, what did you have for those black metal versions?
Oh, we funked that. Oh no, we had 2 of them. Losing My Religion.
Yes, that's correct.
First. Second one, No Fucking Idea, which is a song.
It was actually Africa by Toto.
Really?
Was it AI generated or something?
No, it was a real band. Yeah, called Goat Whore. No. And what did you have for the last one?
I Need a Hero.
Yes, Honey for Hero. I Need a Hero. Well done for that.
Yeah, we did okay.
Hayley, do you know that the Jezebels are quite big in the black metal scene?
I'm not really in the black metal scene, but yeah, our producer was black metal.
Really?
He's in a band called Azul.
Well, I found
There's
this.
a few black metal fans. Yes.
I found this online actually. In the summer. You haven't seen that cover of Endless Summer?
No, it's the same as the other ones though, it just ruins the melody.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's totally gone.
Is it props from that you brought to the show yesterday? Is there any props from that you brought to the show yesterday? Some of that shit looks familiar that I saw you backstage.
That's not actually me.
No, I know.
This is not by me. It's separate to me.
Sure, that thing with the spikes. I'm pretty sure I saw you
It's
backstage.
a black metal band called Goat Bastard.
I know, but you weren't main operations on this props situation.
No, I was not involved, but I think someone was.
I'm pretty sure I saw her with those props yesterday backstage.
Sarah, what did you have for the Joan Jett question?
What do you reckon? Let's ask the audience, because I feel like it's their time to shine. Hey guys, what band was Joan Jett in?
God.
Should all do it at the same time though, it will sound more celebratory. What band was Joan Jett in? Hit it!
I think someone said Linkin Park over there.
What moron said Linkin Park? Stand up!
I was
Stand up so we can mock you!
I was just joking.
Sit down!
Have you ever met Joan Jett, Sarah?
I've never met Joan Jett, no.
You have met her, Hayley, haven't you?
I did meet her. I met her. It was kind of a bad situation actually, because I love Joan Jett.
Don't want to talk about the bad situation.
Exactly, and I will. I love Joan Jett, but we were playing this same festival as them, and my manager decided it would be a really great idea if I met her and got a photo. And I was like, nah, it's probably not a good idea. Like, she's not very approachable, which suggests that you shouldn't approach her. Unlike you, that's the vibe I get. Anyway, and I'm like, nah, don't do it. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, I've organised it. They're gonna meet you, and like, you just gotta go to the tent and meet her. And I was like, really? Nah, I don't think that's cool. And he drags me there, and I get there. She's in the middle of this huge fucking argument with her manager of like 30 years. So there's like a lot of baggage here, and I'm like, they're just screaming in the tent. We're like, hello? And they're like, hey, yeah, come in. We'll be with you in a second. And another fucking thing. Just started screaming in front of me, and I was like, it's cool, I can come back, I don't even need to. And they're like, no! Both of them yelling, no, just stay there, we'll be fucking with you in a minute, alright? Just stay there, sit down. Just sit on the chair. And I just sat on this chair like quivering while she just argued 30 years of a fucking crazy career out with that. And I was like, I'm just gonna go, and they both just stopped me like 3 times from leaving, and then eventually I just ran. I just ran out of the tent.
Did you get the photo?
They didn't. No, fuck that. That was the scariest thing of my life. I don't know. It felt really.
Funny.
Don't meet your heroes ever. Except if they're here.
Have you met Joan Jett before? Do you have a story with her?
Yeah, I played with Joan Jett one night at the off-ramp in Seattle.
Did you say you plugged Joan?
Or was it dinner?
Sarah,
you say I plugged Joan Jett?
my friend of 30 years, I did not plug Joan Jett.
Okay, I thought so. You would have told me if you plugged Joan Jett.
It would be news to Joan as well. But no, I was playing in this band for a night called The Posies. It's a wonderful power pop band from Seattle, and they were supporting Joan Jett at the Off-Ramp, which is a club in Seattle, and the manager of Joan Jett, the same manager who's been, came in and said, hey, I know everyone loves Joni. Everyone loves Joni. Don't fucking talk to Joni. Don't fucking talk to Joni.
That was my idea. We should have followed through with that plan.
I was a young Austrian guy in Seattle, and I was playing with the Posies, who I loved, and I happened to walk into the Joan Jett's band room, and she went, hey, how you doing? Hey Joni, she went, how you doing? I said, I'm great. What's your name? No, I'm Tim. What are you doing here? I said, I'm playing with the Posies. She went, all right. I talked to fucking Joni.
That's a positive experience.
Yeah. Sounds like she was in The Sopranos or something.
Hey, have you heard Joan Jett talk? That's the way she fucking talks.
Gabagool, hey.
Are we
talking Brooklyn?
Are we gonna get into something here?
No, man. Did you know that you and I are actually big in the black metal scene too? I found this video of a band covering Heavy Heart. Do you want to check it out?
I can't fucking wait.
Oh, it's really good. Just check it out. thought it was pretty good. I wonder what you think about it.
Bro, did you have one of those for Africa?
Pardon me?
Do you have one of those for Africa?
No. How much spare time do you think I have?
Too much.
Yeah, you're right. Give me the artist from the song snippets. The first one was NERD. Bass. Dun, 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 dun. Lyle, did you have the next one? No, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. Did you get the next one?
We just went to Beyonce.
Yeah. It's Beyonce!
Beyonce. Everything's always Beyonce.
Well done.
You know what I mean?
We said when in doubt, just hit Beyonce.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
That's not the last time she's popping up tonight.
Good to know.
Did you get the next one?
JC said Wham.
Wham.
Oh, it was Grandmaster Flash. White Lines.
I love you, JC, for calling Wham anyway.
I saw the special, it's amazing.
Wham.
And JC, did you get that last one?
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
Spam.
Oh yeah, I did get the last one. Took me a while to have no idea what the fuck it is, but it's Powderfinger.
It's Powderfinger. It's your bass solo. That's from Stumbling, my favourite song from Vulture Street, which turns 20 this month.
Yes. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks, David.
Yeah.
It's yes, very excited. We're doing a release. We're having a Q&A. We're putting a video out and having 200 people come and have a chat to us in a few weeks, just fans, and hopefully, and just to support the record. So yeah, we're still proud of that record and we still love it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic album. I loved it.
Thanks, David.
Banging today. Question 16. The 3 number 1 songs were "Fuck You" by CeeLo Green. You might remember this next one. It was a huge hit at the time, especially in my life. It was "Fuck It, Don't Want You Back" by Aimon. Do you remember that?
Is that because your name's Aimon?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
He goes, "Fuck what I said, it don't mean shit now. Fuck the presents, I'll do all that shit now." And yeah, it's very crude. And then there was.
Does anyone know that song?
No.
Okay, as you were.
And then there was the response to that song, which was "Fuck You Right Back." His ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
What year were these songs, David?
2000, I think. Maybe 2001.
Fuck yeah, the world was supposed to end.
Yeah, back when the world was
Instead
supposed
had
to.
those songs.
Yeah.
It was a weird time.
September 11th wasn't enough.
No.
We thought maybe Spider-Bane's Fucking Awesome might have become number 1.
Didn't crack number 1. Yeah, unfortunately. That was all.
Sure.
Great song.
Tim, did you get these next ones? The songs that we know.
Well,
Should we get the light back?
we went. No, I've hogged up too much of everybody's time, which I do beg your pardon, but it's an anxious time being on stage. The first one, Aimon, is that okay to announce? We declared as being dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Correct. The next one.
Are you disappointed with my delivery of the aforementioned song? Oh, it was an O. Okay.
Next one.
Our business is your pleasure. The second one was "Wish You Were Here" by Roger Waters, or in our band's vernacular, Syd Barrett's Pink Floyd.
"Wish You Were Here" is correct.
The third one was easily my most hated song of all time, "Good Riddance" by Green Day.
Really? Yeah, good riddance.
I love that song.
Time of your life.
Thank you. As soon as I hear those chords, my anus shrinks. They're a wonderful band, please, but I just, something about that song. And the last tune we've designated as a song called "Thirsty Work" by the artist yet to be named.
No, it's "Holy Smoke" by Iron Maiden. They say "Holy Smoke" like 4 times.
Holy Bruce Dickinson!
Tim, did you get the theme there? Did you see why I chose those songs? They all kind of share their names of movies that you've been in or worked on. Holy smoke, time of our lives. Wish you were here, Dirty Deeds.
You're a genius.
I'll take it.
You didn't pick up.
No, you are.
I'm not. I'm just lucky. I'm good looking.
No, everyone's agreeing.
That is miraculous. We were talking about acting in films today.
You actually mentioned that Kate Winslet asked you to grope her in Holy Smoke.
Yeah, I can't really see it, but
She said, just grope me, mate. It's fine.
what was it? Yeah, what was it like working with Kate Winslet and Harvey Keitel in Holy Smoke?
I'll try and make this story quick because, as it's been mentioned, because JC's not listening, that I.
But always listen to you, Tim. Sorry, brother.
The Holy Smoke, there was no intimacy counsellor on set, and I spoke to Kate before the scene and said, "Hello, my name's Tim. I'm about to grope you. Would you like to talk about it?" And she said, "No, just grab my fun bags, whatever you like." And that was fine. But then I had to do an audition, a rehearsal with Harvey Keitel, and I was in a movie lot, and Harvey walked in, stumbling in, little fella, and I put out my hand to shake his hand, and he grabbed me and threw my arm around my back and then fell on me onto the floor, and he was grunting and then whispered in my ear, "Hey kid, I hate rehearsing," and then got up and walked outside the door. But then I was doing a film earlier this year, which possibly is part of a rather large Australian franchise. It was a big film, you know.
You can't say what it is.
I can't say what it is, but
sorry, would they be Furiosa if you said?
Can we say what it is?
there would be fury inside me. Yes.
Okay.
My character was awful to a young female actor in the film, and had to be abusive. And there was an intimacy counsellor who was in our ear every take of the 600 we had to do, where I was awful with Lyle Brown, brilliant young actor. And but you know, we'd do these things where I had to grab Lila, and the intimacy counsellor would be, "Excuse me, patience, is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? Is she grabbing me too hard?" And it would happen every take. "Is that okay with you? Am I being too close? Am I being too close?" And so, you know, the times, they are changing. Back to the questions. Iron Maiden every day.
No more just grabbing of fun bags anymore.
My introduction to Kate Winslet, I was at this place in Sydney, and I thought, oh, how strange being on a large film set. And Kate Winslet was doing cartwheels on the garden of this huge mansion in Sydney. And it was just before, I think it was before Titanic had come out. And I thought, there's a winsome English rose doing cartwheels in a garden. And at that time, I thought, yeah, well, that fits.
She sounds very cool. Yeah, no. Grab my fun bag. The number one single with a colourful name was Electric Blue. Oh, it's Electric Blue. Oh, what'd you have?
We chose the album title and the single around that time, Man of Colours.
But you actually wrote this one.
And the band is, of course, Hayley, you know this one.
Oh, Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode.
Yes. Just hung it up.
And, sorry, Therapy Gecko. What is it called when the cells make you drool, just like pasta fazool?
That's amore.
That's amore. Alright, we can check out Joan Jett over here. Alright, everyone please mark that answer sheet, turn on the top, back to the team it belongs to. We're going to have a bit of a break. Patience is going to sing us a little song. Into the final countdown ourselves here. Let's get into round 3. Okay, question 21. Which singer, born in 1947, took his stage name from a type of knife? Singer born in 1947 took his stage name from a type of knife. Alright, question 22.
This is for 4 points. I need you to identify the songs from the on and on and on and ons. Okay, it'll make sense. Give me the songs for 4 points. I'll play it 3 times. Here we go. Too hard, you reckon? Oh. Well, you are not going to like this next question. This is probably the trickiest, but maybe one of the cleverer questions of the night. I need you to give me the songs that could act as opposites. So, for example, if I gave you the Beatles and Silverchair, I want a song from each of those artists that could act as opposites. We've already done it earlier. Yesterday and Tomorrow would be examples. Tim, if I was to give you The Who and The Offspring, could you give me songs that act as opposites? Oh no, this is just as an example.
Well, The Who are one of the best bands I've ever seen, and The Offspring are the worst band I've ever seen.
Yeah, now then.
That's not it.
No, it's...
However, let's get back to the question. I forgot we were in your living room snorting cocaine at 3 a.m. and sprouting opinions everywhere. Yes, song titles, you're saying. And we chose erring on the side of yes.
Well, they're hit songs, both of them. Like, they're opposites. I'll put you on the spot, it's quite difficult.
No, I don't mind being put on the spot. As long as you don't point.
Does The Offspring have a song called Your Generation?
No, that would make sense. It's the kids are alright and the kids aren't alright. So those are just some examples, but I'll give you some to work on with your teams all together. So A, we've got Björk and J-Lo, Björk and Jennifer Lopez. What were their song titles that could act as opposites? B is The Captain and Neale and Joy Division. And C is Belinda Carlisle and Nelly Furtado. 24. Which international hotel chain shares its name with the famous group of violin concertos by Vivaldi? Okay, question 25. Now, this is a Family Feud question. So I did a survey on the Isolation Trivia Facebook page. I shared it on your writer. It's a Family Feud style survey. So a bunch of trivia players like yourselves filled it out. Maybe you filled it out too. I want you to tell me what were the top 3 answers to this, top 3 responses to this prompt. What are the 3 worst songs played at weddings? And as a clue, they've all got associated dances, as it turns out. So according to players like yourselves, what are the top 3 answers to this prompt? 2 points. So it's still very close.
Those questions about the Who are rigged. You count that.
Sorry. Just saying. Identify the new bands for 4 points. This is just a visual question. A, B, C, and D. Give me the names of these bands. Here's A. Who's that? Here's B. And here's C. And here's D. It's the hardest one. Question 27. Which Men at Work song is popularly referred to as Ghosts Appear? Mistakenly. What's the Men at Work song people call Ghosts Appear? 28 for 3 points. Which 3 singers have had hits in Australia with the song I Drove All Night? 3 singers, hits with I Drove All Night. Question 29. One of the most revered and influential Latin American artists of all time, which singer was killed in 1995 by the recently fired president of her fan club? She's one of the most revered and influential Latin American artists of all time. What's her name? And question 30. You know who we haven't mentioned in a little while? Beyonce. Which Beyonce song references a line from Toy Story? I've got a tiebreaker question, just in case there's a tie. Please write it in the tiebreaker box down the very bottom, of course. How many albums have Weezer released that have the word Weezer in the title? How many albums have Weezer released with Weezer in the title somewhere? Dare you go Seaman? Okay. Question 21. The singer took their stage name from a knife. Hayley.
David Bowie.
David Bowie's
I didn't
correct.
know that, but I'm gonna take it.
Really?
Didn't know it.
Do you know why he changed it to David Bowie, of course?
Yes, well, his name was David Jones, and David Jones monkeys, and so the Bowie
And
knife.
also the shopping place.
Yeah, and
Which was definitely a thing.
that I had a modelling contract with.
And I told you that.
Roger David.
My granddad was the first winner.
Roger David at JC, so.
Was your name really Roger David?
Yeah, I was Roger David before that. We probably became JC. So just coming in there, sorry. That's where we get his corduroy jackets from. Back to you guys, sorry.
Well, did you know? So he changed. He was Davy Jones. There was someone in the Monkees. Then he changed it to Tom Jones, and then Tom Jones took off, and then he changed it to David Bowie. Yeah.
This is a really good tale in ignoring bad luck because he then became David Bowie.
Yeah, then he became David Bowie.
So
yeah.
you should never let those obstacles get in your way.
Yeah, that's so true.
Can I tell you a Tom Jones story that I heard from a friend?
Is it dinner involved?
No, but this has to be kept within the room.
Everyone, listen to this Tom Jones story. I really want to hear it.
Phones off, microwaves.
This has to be kept within the room. Can we all please promise this? Because there are other people involved. But Nick Barker, the brilliant songwriter and friend of mine, was talking to Tom Jones one night, and Tom Jones opined that the way this story has gone too far, I do beg your pardon, but an unnamed Welsh songwriter suggested that the way of disguising if you had been profligate or a little bit lascivious in your romantic life was to douse your genitals in Listerine. To which Nick Barker and I both proffered, well, then surely if you go home and your genitals smell of Listerine, won't your partner get an inkling? And that has been a mystery that has followed me around for 27 years. So my question is, does anybody, in an attempt to disguise a little bit of lascivious behaviour, douse themselves in mouthwash? Please discuss. We'll be back
My
in 5
question
minutes.
is, does it sting?
I imagine it like those Listerine ads where you put it on and it goes.
I imagine all these really red balls.
I think if there were some questionable things to discuss amongst themselves, they're looking at each other going, I'm pretty sure I smelled mouthwash on your balls last night, asshole.
Well, that's 1 point for us.
No, that's overcompensating, I feel.
You already
Good save,
Just
Jason.
have a shower.
Question 22. This song's from the On and On and On Ons. People struggled with this, it seemed. But Don't Stop Believing was the first one. Then it was Dynamite. Ty Chris, yeah. We Didn't Start the Fire. And the last one. Did you know the last one?
Okay.
Actually, I kind of want Jeremy to say it now. Yes, oh yeah. But End of Fashion, yeah. That's true. Thank you.
I was hoping for On and On and On by ABBA, but you let me down.
Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of them to choose from. Well, Lyle, I might get you on this. The opposites.
Yeah.
Therapy Gecko. What did you have?
It's oh so quiet and let's get loud.
Yes, well done. Now, if you only got one of them, you can have half a point too. Okay, the next one. Seja, what did you get?
Love will keep us together, love will tear us apart.
Love will keep us together and love will tear us apart. And Jeremy, did you have that last one?
It was Nelly Furtado with Turn Off the Lights and Blue Colour with Leave the Light On For Me.
Leave a light on and turn off the light. Well done. Well done, nailed it. The hotel chain, Sarah, did you know this one? Hotel chain and Vivaldi.
No, I was in the toilet when this happened.
Oh.
Ask somebody else.
We wrote it down. Really?
I was literally in the toilet.
Just read that. Just read what we said, Sarah.
I can't read your hieroglyphics.
Four seasons.
4 seasons is correct. Well done. That Family Feud survey, okay, the top 3 most hated songs at weddings. The Chicken Dance. That was number 1. Then, the Nut Bush. I've never seen that at a wedding. I love it.
Yeah, but who wants to do the nutbush at a wedding? Well, I'll do it at a party, but not at a wedding.
I kind of think I would. now that I'm thinking about it. What did you think the last one might have been, Sarah? Did you know? Oh, crowd, yeah? Macarena is correct. Well done.
The Lost Del Rio or the Lost Del Mar version?
Lost Del Rio. The new bands. A was New Water. Then it was New Radicals. Yeah, the Bucket Hat. Yeah, you got me good. The next one was New Kids on the Block. And Seja, you seem to know this last one straight away.
Yeah, I actually played with this band. This is the New Pornographers.
Oh, well done. Yeah, the New Pornographers.
Synthesizers.
Do you know what the New Pornographers have in common with Powderfinger?
No.
They both have bass players called John Collins. Would you believe it? Wow.
Dr. David himself.
What a world.
You know, Aimon, you do some good research.
Can we get that video back up, please? Can we get the picture back up?
This?
How cool.
Shut it.
What a bass.
Look at this guy.
JC, you are hotter.
That's my white tuxedos, white pants and white jacket.
That is a sexy
My
look.
Canadian, thank you. Patience.
Good enough to eat, my man.
Thank you, Simi.
And a better bass
I just think that's the one your Facebook pose, I think.
I think so.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Beautiful.
You were Russell Crowe, maybe. The Men at Work song, Ghosts Appear. Hayley, did you know that one?
Oh, we wrote Overkill.
Overkill's correct.
Is that a thing? Nice.
I drove all night. Lyle, did you know these ones?
Yeah, Lyle did. Tell him how it is, Lyle.
Yeah, we got Ray Orbison. What?
No, keep going.
Celine Dion and Cyndi Lauper.
It's Kylie Lauper, Ray Orbison, and Celine Dion is correct. Yes, of course.
Yes, Lyle. Sick.
Which version's the best? I think the Celine Dion version, honestly.
Yeah, Celine.
Wrong.
Okay. What would you say?
Well, it's hard for me because I'm obsessed with Roy Orbison and Cyndi Lauper, but I do believe that I Drove All Night is the only song anyone has ever done.
How about the Hayley version?
Better than Roy Orbison, oh
Yeah, this is the only version anyone's ever done better than Roy Orbison, and it's the Cyndi Lauper
Celine,
version.
Cyndi Lauper. Oh yeah.
She just nails it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And I love Roy, but Cyndi takes it to another level.
Did you know the next one, Hayley, the Latin American artist? I know Lyle jumped on it really quickly.
Selena.
Is that what you had?
Yeah, I had like a Slumdog Millionaire type flashback to watching that movie in Spanish class.
Oh, it was Selena, correct. Yeah. Well done.
Who's Selena?
Selena, yeah.
Selena, which is also a synth brand and a metal band.
Yes. And a Who album. And the Beyonce song that references a line from Toy Story. You guys didn't get it. I think Patience might have got it.
Beyond Single Ladies.
Single Ladies is correct. Delivers me to a destiny, to infinity and beyond.
Actually, a Toy Story.
Take me into infinity and beyond, yeah. I wanted the song title, please. All right, mark that answer sheet. Total up the top. We'll get back into it very soon. Simi's going to sing us a little song. Alana's going to come around and collect them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Rogers on the violin.
That's $20 with Nivea wipes.
I reckon we can use Todd the dog to wipe that off.
I reckon you look like Todd the dog, actually.
No one knows the difference.
All right, the results are in. It was very close. We don't have any ties at the top. Weezer have 7 albums that feature Weezer. 7, yeah. We'll be back next month on August 31st. Love to see you. Thanks for coming along tonight. I know there was a lot of options for tonight for things to do. Really appreciate you guys coming out. So thank you so much. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you for not liking sport that much.
Yeah, thank you. Please give it up for our amazing panel tonight. Sarah, Hayley, Tim, Seja, Lyle, and JC.
Aimon Clark!
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Simi, Lacroix, Alana, Gabe, Steve, and Rio on the sights and sounds too. We love them. Thank you. On stage scores. All right, Jeremy is on 62 points. Team Patience is on 64 points. Well done. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheer for every team that's read out, but we've got some music themed cheers, which is a little bit of fun. We'll start, of course, with the blur. Woo! Okay, so in 32nd place, our dogs had the answer sheet. In 31st, the 3 Steves. In 30th, we're so excited. Now let's move over to the ACDC. Oi! Okay. In 29th, it's hashtag Team Don. 28th, Zenith. 27th, True Believers. And 26th, E equals MC Hammer. And 25th, Up the fucking Boro. Fantastic. I don't know what that means. Next up, let's do the single ladies. What? Okay. 24th, Red Hot Chili Peppers. In 23rd, Foo Fighting Fish. In 22nd, the Girls and the Gays. And in 21st, Team Rogers over. Let's do the We Will Rock You stomp. Clap. Alright, okay. In 20th, Clue or Mine. Oh, that's good. In 19th, Lee Hardy's Kwazabi. 18th, Quizzy Rascals. In 17th, Violent Flames. Let's do the Oasis. Maybe. Okay. In 16th, it's the B Sharps. Maybe. In 15th, Jolly Rogers. Maybe. Let's do the NERD bass. In 14th, it's Golden Days. Bass. Let's do the Beyonce bass. In 13th place, it's Tune Rats. Bass. Let's do the Grandmaster Flash bass. In 12th, it's Trivial Pursuits. Bass. And let's do the Powderfinger bass. In 11th, it's Marry Me Tim. Bass. Tim. Timmy. Who's over there? Let's do the Britney Spears. Oh baby, baby. Okay, in 10th, it's Agatha Quizzy. Oh baby, baby. Let's do the Little John. Yeah. In 9th, it's Miley Virus. Yeah. Oh, let's do that again. In 8th, it's Sex and Drugs and Sausage Rolls. Yeah. Let's do Little John. What? Okay, in 7th, it's Blue Crush. What? In 6th place, Sneak, Speed and Seed, formerly Chucks. What? Let's do the Little John. Okay. Okay, in 5th, it's the Six Pistols. Okay.
Let's do Come On Barbie, Let's Go Party. But let's do it Jeremy style. Like, okay. In fourth place, it's the Children of the Revolution. That was not as good as I expected. Okay, let's do the Angels No Way Get Fuck Off. Okay. In third place, it's the Greats. Okay, now let's do the Dean Martin. That's amore. Okay, in second place, it's Rat Dreams. And in first place, let's do the Chicken Dance. Okay. In first place, it's Tame Impala. Again. That's really good. Thank you guys. Welcome to Tame Impala. Thanks so much for coming on, everyone. Tame Impala. We're going to finish with a bit of karaoke as usual. This time, led by a very special guest, Hayley. So please make her feel very welcome.
City was sticky and cruel. Maybe I should have called you first, but I was dying to get you.
Thanks so much for coming, everyone. Have a fantastic night. We'll see you next month.